Okay, it says that we're now live. So let's see if that's actually worked this time, shall we? Okay. That's good. That's good. So we're live on YouTube. Hey, STFC, how are you doing? We're live on Twitch, by the sounds of it. How you doing? How have you been? I've been good. I've been good. I've just been troubleshooting a little bit. Still getting the hang of stream elements. But I'm kind of getting the hang of it. The thing is, I was just saying, the problem with stream elements is now that I'm using stream elements, my default output is to Twitch. Before, my default output was to YouTube on OBS. Like when you set up OBS, I was using Atom Multistream before, and I had YouTube set as my primary output, and then Twitch and Kick as the second and third. Now that I'm using stream elements, Twitch is the primary output and YouTube is like secondary, which means that every time I start the stream, I have to go over to YouTube Studio and make sure that the stream has actually been launched. It's a little bit inconvenient, to be perfectly honest, but I think it's a small price to pay for the, you know, the convenience in other areas, because I do think that so far I've found stream elements to be fairly convenient. You know, it's nice to have everything all in one place, all the docs and all the windows all in OBS itself. It does make things easier for me. Now, I should also mention internet problems again. As you've probably gathered, the internet issue has not been resolved. I'm still having some pretty severe connection problems, so thanks very much to EE for still doing nothing about it. I am going to try and buy a Wi-Fi booster soon, possibly next week, and see if that will help a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Which train game is first? We're going to play Train Sim Classic first, and then we're going to play some Running Train again. This is also going to be a 4-hour stream today. I mentioned in Wednesday's stream, I don't think 90 minutes is really enough time for a game. And obviously, because we're now doing 2 games per stream, it means we've only got 90 minutes per game. So I think whilst we're doing the double bill stuff, we'll stick to 4-hour streams and we'll play each game for 2 hours. So we will be finishing at 9 tonight. Again, that's only going to be for the double bill streams. Whenever we play one game, it'll still be 3 hours. And when we do Simulator Saturday, we'll play 3 games for an hour each. So that'll be 3 hours as well. It's only the double bill streams that will do 2 games. So yeah, we're going to play some Train Sim. We are going to check out the new Class 47 pack from Armstrong Powerhouse. I've picked out a 90-minute scenario for us to drive. So by the time we're loaded in and all that, it should be, you know, it should fill up the time slot. And then we're going to play some more Running Train in the second half, which I'm looking forward to. I'm really, really excited to play more of that. I've been really loving that game. Just so different. Such a breath of fresh air as a train sim player. I love train sim, don't get me wrong, but you know, it has its problems. Late dinner then, or have you already had it? No, it's going to be a late dinner. It's probably just going to be a frozen pizza or something like that, because I don't think I'll be really bothered about cooking after today's stream. I mean, It's a red hot day again, which is why, you know, I've not made up today. So I don't think I'll be cooking. I'll just bang something in the oven for half an hour and that'll do. Anyway, I'm launching the game now. I will switch over to the game view as soon as it's up and running. Looks like it might be a quiet one today as well. I know that Sophie is currently on holiday, so she's not going to be joining us. P is somewhere. Oh, hey, Scrivy. Is P with you? Because I know P's been out and about. She put a photo in the Discord of a train station. So P might join us, I don't know. Scrivy's here. That's good. STFC's here. One person is watching on Kick right now. I don't know who it is. Who is it? If you're watching on Kick, say hello. Pop your name in the comments. You seen about the train crash yesterday? Yes. I have heard about the East Midlands rail incident yesterday. It has been confirmed that the driver of the 360 died. No passengers died, but about 90 were injured. Terrible stuff. You know, I don't want to speculate on what's happened. It seems like, just from preliminary reports, it seems like there was a train stood on the line, like stood still, and the train behind like didn't know that it would be there, so it rear-ended it. And yeah, the driver of one of the trains unfortunately was killed, and quite a lot of people have been injured as well. So obviously, you know, my heart goes out to anyone who was involved in that incident, and hopefully, you know, the Rail Investigations Board can figure out, Rail Accident Investigation Board can figure out how it happened and make sure that it doesn't happen again. I mean, crashes like that are very, very rare in this day and age, but every now and then accidents still happen, you know. It's a pretty shitty situation. But yeah. So that's it. I don't want to dwell on it. I don't want to like speculate on what's happened and stuff like that. It's just a horrible situation. Hi Dagger. Mega Rocker's here. Hello Mega Rocker, how you doing? P is meeting up with uni friends. Ah, there we go. So no P today. Thank you for letting me know, Scrivy. No P, no Sophie. Possibly no Max. I don't know. Max isn't here yet, but he may drift in later. We'll see what happens. The game is now launched, so let me just go ahead and cut the music and switch over to game view. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put the game menu music back on as well. I always have it turned off usually, but for the purposes of the stream. There we go. Okay, so we are back in Train Simulator Classic. We are going to be driving the new Class 47 by Armstrong Powerhouse. Complete surprise drop. There's been no real mention of it other than the occasional hint in passing that they were working on a 47 pack. But then earlier this week, it just dropped completely out of the blue. This is a pretty huge deal for any train sim fans, because the Class 47 is a loco which is very, very common in the UK, like a real workhorse that's found all over the country. It's still in service today, but there's never really been a... Oh, thank you for following Anita on Twitch. But there's never really been a good representation of it in Train Simulator. There is the default one, like one of the default assets from the base game is a Class 47. So if you buy the game, you will have access to a Class 47, but it's a bit crap. There's never, like I say, there's never really been a good quality Class 47 in the game. And then Armstrong Powerhouse have come along this week, and boom, here you go. Here's a Class 47 pack. So I bought it. We're going to try it out. We're going to try a nice drive with the new loco, get a feel for it, see what it's like. Do you have all the same mods and DLC from last time you played this? With the exception of the new 47 pack, yes. That's the only new thing I've bought. In the last stream, we tried the new Voyager, which was also from Armstrong Powerhouse. But today, like I say, we're trying the 47. Let me just go and find it. Game's being a bit slow today as well. I'm not sure why that is. But I'm sure it'll be fine once we're in. There we go. I don't know why the game would be acting up, because it's not an online game. Like, it's not connected to the internet or anything like that. So it's not the poor internet that's causing the game to be slow. But here it is, AP Class 47. I think it'll be alright once we've actually loaded in. And the drive we're going to be doing is for the Southwestern Expressways to Reading. We're going to do Westbury to Paddington, which is an 85-minute scenario. So that'll take us through... That should fill out most of the time. In the era of loco-hauled Network Southeast trains to Oxford and Newbury from Paddington, a single morning and evening working operated to from Westbury. You must drive the morning working from Westbury to Reading with a well-turned-out 47714. Date is the 13th of September, 89. Old Oak Common to Westbury is designed to be driven by beforehand, but this is by no means essential. Okay, let's dive in. Let's do it. So. Ooh, immediately the camera starts lagging. Like I say, fingers crossed it'll all be okay once the game's loaded up. So just patience, bear with me. Ooh. I'm on the Fanta Lemon today, by the way. Love Fanta Lemon. Possibly one of my favourite Fantas. I have been really, really avoiding the Monster, by the way. It's been, I think, over a week since I had a Monster. Wait, no. Did I have one on Monday? No, I didn't. No, because if I recall correctly, I had that Levi Roots, didn't I? I bought 3 different flavors of Levi Roots, and I had one on Monday, one on Tuesday, and one on Wednesday. I haven't had a Monster since last Sunday, so it has been almost a week. I'm doing really well, and honestly, I'm not missing it all that much, to be honest. So what's everyone up to this weekend anyway, whilst we wait for the game to load, which will take quite some time? What's everyone up to? What are your plans? I've obviously been to Keighley again on Thursday. I went to the Summer Diesel Gala, which was absolutely amazing. Got loads of great footage that I'll be posting on Instagram. So that's been fun. That was my Heritage Railway visit for this month. I've actually got a few plans next month. I want to do some smaller railways, because I've been doing big ones recently. Like in April I went to the East Lancashire. In May I went to the Great Central, and obviously this month and again in May, I went to Keighley. Those are all quite big heritage railways. I want to start looking at some of the smaller heritage railways in the area. You know, there's the Lincolnshire Wolds, there's the Middleton in Leeds, there's the Cleethorpes Coast Light Railway have got a steam festival on in July. So I might be doing 2 or 3 visits next month, but they'll all be like smaller visits, smaller railways. Off to Thorpe Park tomorrow. Got a bit of an obsession with theme parks recently. Nice one, STFC. Nice one. I've never gotten on with theme parks, to be honest with you. I don't enjoy rides all that much. But have fun. There's Bowness up in Scotland, says Anita. Oh, I would love to visit the Bowness and Kinnelly Railway. Unfortunately, it's a bit outside my budget. I can only really afford to go to railways that are quite close to me at the minute. I live in Doncaster, for context, so I'm within, you know, a stone's throw from Keighley, Loughborough, Lancashire. Bolton, sorry, is where the East Lancashire is, or Bury rather. I think at a push I could probably get to the Severn Valley, other side of Birmingham, and possibly Nene Valley in Peterborough. And of course Matlock, there's Peak Rail in Matlock, which is one that I definitely do want to visit. But that's pretty much that's kind of the only ones that I can visit with my current budget. I can't really afford to be spending the night out and getting hotels and, you know, going up to Scotland for the weekend and stuff like that. But eventually I would like to. Maybe next year, thanks to these fine folks that are, well, their names have disappeared by the time I've pointed at them. You guys are bankrolling my Heritage Railway trips, by the way, so thank you very much for subscribing. We'll be there soon. We'll be there soon. Also, ignore the black bar at the bottom of the screen. That will disappear when we get into the game. It's because the game, like the actual game window, can be scaled to any dimensions. So the game window is 1200p, but the menu, the graphics on the menu are only 1080p. So when you're playing on a 1200p screen, you have black bars at the top and the bottom when you're in the menu, but then when you get into the actual game, it is full screen. If you knew someone that lived in Scotland, that would be good. It would. It would. It's a shame I don't, really. I've never even been to Scotland, and that is a tremendous shame. Oh, looks like the lag stopped. The camera's caught up. That must mean that it's nearly finished loading, if the camera's working again now without lagging. Is this it? Are we in? The screen's frozen, but it normally does that just before it loads in. I think we're nearly there. This is in Scotland, by the way. That screenshot there, the previous one in the snow, that's from the West Highland line. I think this is Settle and Carlisle. That's probably Wherry lines. Don't know where that one is. Hello, Steecure, how are you doing? I live up in Scotland and also trans-friendly too, being trans myself. Oh, that's lovely, Anita. Well, if I ever do find myself up in that direction, I'll let you know. Oh, that's Wherry Lines. That's definitely Wherry Lines. This one here is from the West Highland line. I'm not trans, says Steecure. You aren't, are you, Steecure? But I am a man who likes men. Fair enough. Well, I think we've been baited here, because I thought that it was nearly loaded. And evidently, no, it's not nearly loaded. This is the only thing about Train Sim Classic, is it does take an exceptionally long time to load into the game. You don't see this with Running Train, do you now? And I guess you don't really see it with Train Sim World either, so... When you said fair enough, I thought you were going to say fairy. Aha! Here we go. Hey, okay. We are in. So, here it is. This is the new Class 47 from Armstrong Powerhouse. Let me just read the briefing. Hello, driver. First things first, open the doors here at Westbury. Where you're booked to depart at 6:46. You'll then call at Pewsey, Bedwin, Hungerford, Kintbury, Newbury, Thatcham, Thiel, Reading West, and Reading. Remember to set up the NRN radio. You're in area 91. Finally, you have the pleasure of an ex-Scottish shove dub, so your maximum permitted speed is 100 miles per hour. Oh yeah, this is one of the 47/7s. These were beefed up a little bit for the Scottish Highlands, so this one's got a little bit more power than a regular 47. Let me just go ahead and set up the cab. And NRN 91. Good stuff. Release the brake. And lights. And we're good to go. I've never seen it take so long to load. It always does for me. I don't know why. Try this to improve loading times. Go to launch options and add fast load to Steam. Speed up scenario loading, though it may be incompatible with certain routes. Thanks for the recommendation, Anita. Now that we're in, we should be okay, though. Let's just check the map. So we're currently at Westbury. Final destination is Reading, way over here. Quite a few stops in between. This is, what was it, 1989, so this is sort of towards the end of Loco Hall Network Southeast stock. I do love the Network Southeast livery. I love that. It kind of reminds me of toothpaste. In a good way. And we're off. Next stop is Pewsey in 20 minutes. And we're speeding already. Good start. I mean, I'm not too worried about perfection today. Obviously, we're not going to be massively flaunting the rules or anything, but it's only it's not a career scenario. It doesn't matter if we are over speeds every now and then. How's the volume, by the way? Is it alright? Oh, look at that. Oh, hang on. There we go. It's good. Thank you, SCFC. That's what we like to hear. So we can get up to 100 miles an hour in this. Which is good news. Oh, we don't get cab view though, because it's not a multiple unit. I mean, we don't get saloon view. This is a nice view though, I like this. So far, so good. Oh, they've got an NRN map in the cab. That's so useful because I've had to look this map up so many times when I've been making my own scenarios for this game. So, do we need to switch at all? No. It looks like 91 covers Reading. All good, all good. Look at that, max speed 100 miles per hour. Really nice detailing in the cab, you know, as is expected from Armstrong Powerhouse at this point. They always bring so much detail. This is not an enhancement pack, this is a completely standalone thing, so completely modelled by, I think, Master Key Simulations did the model for it. Don't quote me on that. But I'm quite impressed with it so far. I did do a quick test drive with the Midland Main Line. Did a little scenario from Alan Thompson Sim just to test it out and make sure that it was all working all right. Which it was, thankfully. Oh, we could open the door as well. Always like being able to open the door, especially on a day like today. It's red hot today. It's currently 25, so not as bad as it was yesterday. It was up to 28 yesterday. But it's quite hot, which is why I'm not wearing any makeup. Or boobs, for that matter. I'm flat today. Sorry. I know how much you all enjoy looking at my tits, but not today. Not today. It's too hot for it. 35 next week for me. Not looking forward to it. It's going to get up to about 33 here, so I just can't be doing with it. I really can't be doing with this weather. I hate summer. I'll take spring any day. Spring is my favourite season because it's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's difficult in this heat. It's difficult when you've got a west-facing window as well, as I have in my room. It means I get the worst of the heat at this time of day, which is when it's the hottest, so it's not great. It is really hot in here right now, but I've got a new desk fan. Look at this, and it's way more powerful than my previous one. It's got 4 settings, and look at that. That's, compared to my previous desk fan, it's powerful. So that's at least keeping me relatively cool. It lashed down up here yesterday. We have not had any rain here for about a week. I kind of wish it would. Which sadly not. Small menu or big menu? I'll keep the big menu. I usually have the big menu. Or the big hood, rather. Quiet drive so far. We've not passed any oncoming traffic. I think this line is relatively quiet though, because it's kind of not the main line for anything. Like the West Coast main line, not the West Coast, the Great Western main line is just to the north, and then just to the south you got the Southampton main line. So I don't think this line is particularly busy at the best of times. But hopefully we do get a nice bit of AI traffic as we go along. This is fantastic though. The sound's good, the textures are good. I mean, it's Armstrong Powerhouse, what can you say, really? All of their products are amazing. Can't really find much fault with it. And I've put a link in the YouTube stream if you want to buy the Class 47 pack. It's $29.99. Which is kind of the standard price for Armstrong Powerhouse products these days, but it is. I don't know if I'd say it's worth it. I mean, I'd prefer it to be like 25, but it is good. It is good. Again, as are all of their products. We don't seem to be getting any faster. It is quite a steep climb here, 1 in 222. We're gradually slowing down. Hopefully we can actually get up to 100 at some point. I'm back. Welcome back, Mega Rocker. How you doing? Picking up speed again, it's levelling off now. Never mind, we're climbing again. 1 in 437 though, so we should be... Yeah, we're still accelerating. Quickly got washing in, looks like it's about to piss down here. Oh, lucky. I wish it looked like it was about to piss it down here. So hot and dry. I hate it. I just hate this weather. And we're only going to keep getting it worse and worse every year. Too muggy? Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know... the thing is, it's so hard to cool down as well. Be back later. See you later, Anita. See, when it's cold, you can put layers on, right? But you can only take so many layers off when it's hot. Once you've stripped down, you know, what do you do then? What do you do next? Whereas when it's cold, I don't know, I find it easier to keep warm in the winter than it is to keep cool in the summer. Oh, I think that's a splattered bug on the windscreen. Now there's realism for you. Hi Frederick, how you doing? Okay, we're about 3 minutes away from QC, so we should see it on the hoods any second. The great thing about this game, of course, is that you don't have to be so accurate with your stops, because as we saw in Rain Train the other week, I'm terrible at stopping on a marker. Oh, there it is, 1.6 miles. Let's put the engines now. And let's slow it down gently. Please tell me we're not going to overshoot. We might actually. First stop of the day, and we're going to overshoot. Quite significantly as well, by the looks of it. It's not a very good start, is it? Can we get at least one carriage at the platform? As long as one coach is at the platform, we can still open the doors. Come on. Don't let that last carriage go over. Do not let that last coach go over. Oh, thank Christ for that. Okay, that still counts. Technically, we haven't overshot because this last carriage, the last two coaches, are at the platform. Anyone who's further up the train, they can just walk down. You know, it's a corridor train. We don't live in the 1930s, so you could just walk through the corridor. So we'll just call it a success, right? In running train, I would have lost about 1,000 points there because that was a horrific overshoot. But this isn't running train. This is train simulator. Definitely a lot easier than running train. Definitely a lot more lenient than running train for sure. STFC, very, very lenient. I mean, I don't think running train would let you get away with 6 coaches being completely off the end of the platform. But this is train simulator, so... Oh, Jesus. Ow. You're so naturally pretty, I'm Gel. Thank you, Scrivy. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That means a lot. Because, you know, I don't always feel that way about myself. And whenever I sit down and do a stream without makeup on, I always feel a little bit self-conscious. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's too hot for makeup. It is too hot for any of that shit. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm not in Keighley today. The Summer Diesel Gala is still on. It's a 4-day event. I'm glad that I went on the first day when it was nice and cool, because I can't imagine being out there today in this heat. Okay, let's get ready to move off. Next station is going to be Bedwin, which is... it's not quite as far as Westbury. I just want to see some traffic coming the other way, you know? We haven't seen anything coming the other way yet. There was a DMU at Westbury, but we haven't seen anything passing us. Okay, here we go. Let's hope we have better luck at Bedwin, shall we? That's okay. I put moisturiser on and thought that was a bit much for this heat. honestly. No, I'm the same. Like even putting moisturiser on feels like suffocating in this heat, you know? I can't imagine having layers of foundation and powder and all that shit on as well. It's too much. Okay, so we're going to be at Bedwin in 9 minutes. Lovely stuff. What else can we interact with in the cab, I wonder? We can't interact with the roller blinds, that's unfortunate. unless there's a button to deploy them. Headlamp, obviously all the driving controls we can interact with, but what else? Don't turn that, that's the brake wheel. We can't open the internal door. Can we open the far door? We can! Look at that. Lovely. Oh, by the way, look what I bought at Keithley. I bought a new coaster. It's Oakworth Station. If the camera will focus on it. There we go. Oakworth Station. Beautiful station. Absolutely gorgeous station. It's covered in, like, vintage advertisements. Like, you know, tin signs for, like, all like old-timey brands and stuff. It's got a really like vintage feel to it. It's such a beautiful station. And last time I went I got a fridge magnet, and I thought, well, I don't want to get another fridge magnet from the same railway, so I got this coaster. And it's very nice. It's ceramic as well, so it's a good one. We should make you label all the inside and outside of the train on stream one day. I bet you'd be so good. Oh, we should. We should do some kind of train-related quiz. You know, put my knowledge to the test. See how well I really know my trains. That random BR blue coach in the middle. That's what I love about this time in British rail history, is like during the sectorisation and early privatisation era, lots of like the coaches and stuff like that weren't all repainted at once. So you'd end up with trains like this, where the whole train is in Network South East livery, except this one coach that's still in BR Blue. And you'd always see that, like say, in sort of the late 80s, early 90s. You'd always see like mismatched consists with different liveried wagons and coaches mixed together. I'd be like, that's a seat and that's all from me. Yeah, this one's got 2 seats, look at that. If you count the other cab, it's got 4 seats. I like it though. Like I say, I'm impressed. Armstrong Powerhouse, done it again. Another amazing loco pack. Comes with 7 scenarios, which is unusual. Most of their loco packs come with 6. So that's good. And their enhancement packs normally just come with 3. So 7 whole scenarios you get with this. Oh, I'm still working on my train sim. I'm still working on my Durham coastline route, by the way. When I find the time to work on it. But it's progressing quite nicely. I might show you it before we finish, if there's time, before we move on to running train. But yeah, I'm still working on modelling Sunderland docks and that, you know, the branch line from Ryhope Grange. It takes longer than you'd think, you know, to do all that modelling, because I want it to be as accurate as possible. And obviously, with the assets that you've got, you can't place every single bush and every single, you know, fence post. But I am trying to make it as accurate as I can. And it's coming along very nicely, I think. How do you know when to start the stop? Good question, Scribby. I don't think you do, really. I think you just get a feel for it over time. I know that might sound like a bit of a bullshit answer, but it is. You just kind of... I mean, as you saw at the previous station, I'm still not great at it, but you do kind of get the feel for it after a while. Let's see if we can have a more successful stop this time. We've just... I can just see Bedouin appearing on the route advisor. We are coming in a lot slower this time, though. We were, to be fair, we were approaching the previous stop, Pusey. We were approaching Pusey at like 85. We're only doing 63 here, so I think it's more likely that we'll be able to stop in time. I'd be doing maths to calculate it. I'm sad like that. Honestly, you know, as a general rule, if you look on the route advisor, I try and match the speed to however much different distance is left. So right now I'm doing 61. As soon as we're 0.61 miles away, that's when I'll start to slow down. And I'll try and keep the speeds around or just above the remaining distance, if that makes sense. Although, having said that, I think we are coming in a tad fast again. Oh no, we might be all right this time. Okay, yeah, I think we've done it. This has got a short platform, so we aren't going to fit the whole train at the platform, even if we do stop perfectly. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Now I'm on form. So again, there are some carriages that undershot, but that's because it's a short platform. We could have pulled slightly further forwards. We might have gotten one more coach in there. But I'm happy with that. That's much more successful. Now that's a sexy stop. That was brilliant. I was happy with that one. Oh, hold on a second though. Oh. Well, technically this isn't a HST, so we could ignore these. So this is one of those stations where we were supposed to overshoot slightly. We were supposed to stop slightly ahead so that the last coach was at the platform. But we can ignore that. Like I say, this isn't a HST, so we can ignore that sign. Oh, the stops start to get closer together now. Hungerford 723, Kintbury 728, Newbury 736, Thatcham 742, Thiel 752. Yeah, the stations are going to start to get closer together. So there'll be a lot more starting and stopping. Here we go. There we go. It is beautiful. That is one beautiful looking loco. Love the livery. Love the Class 47. P's gone to Shrewsbury. Lovely. Welsh Marches. Good line. Never been, but very picturesque line from what I've seen. Then again, most of the Welsh lines are quite picturesque, apart from maybe Swansea to Bristol. Looks like that has a nice little station. Yeah, there's some beautiful stations in Wales for sure. Okay, we're making good progress at the moment. You'll have to have a look at Shrewsbury after your stream. Proper old building. I think I have visited it in game. Because I do have the Welsh Marches line in train sim. But yeah, I'll definitely look at it. Next time we'll have to drive some Welsh routes. It's been a while. We did drive in Wales. I think it was before you already were viewers on the channel, but we did drive Bristol Parkway to Swansea shortly after the HST pack, the MTU pack from Armstrong Powerhouse came out. But I think that was like in my early days of streaming, if I remember correctly. We'll definitely have to do some Welsh drives. There's the North Wales and South Wales coastline. There's also the Welsh Marches line. That's pretty much it in terms of Welsh lines in the game. There's a lot of Welsh lines that I'd like to see that aren't in the game. But we can do Welsh Marches. We can do North Wales. We can do South Wales. Yeah, we should do that. Norwich is an old one as well. Norwich is a beautiful station. My favourite station in the whole country is Bristol Temple Meads, though. It's such a beautiful station. Designed by Isambard Kingdom Brunel. I'm not going to even attempt to say that. Scribbing. I do have a funny story about that place though. So I went on holiday to Newquay like 7 or 8 years ago now, and while we were there, my sister wanted to know if anybody knew how to pronounce the name of that place. So she just went up to some random guy and just tapped him on the shoulder and was like, "Excuse me, do you know the name of that really long Welsh place?" And I was sat there like, come on, just because he's Welsh, it doesn't mean that he's automatically going to know it. And he just said it flawlessly. So now I genuinely do believe that all Welsh people can just pronounce it perfectly. They all know the name of that place. Is that true? Because I really didn't think it'd be true. I was like, come on, you know, not every Welsh person is going to be able to flawlessly pronounce that. And just the first guy she asked, just did it perfectly. So that was me told. I can't, says Scrivy. P can say it very well. Next time we're on Phasmophobia, ask the ghost, are you from... insert name. Although I've not seen, you know, as far as I know, I've not seen many Welsh names in Phasmophobia, you know. I've not seen Dafydd Llewellyn in Phasmophobia before. Perfect stop. Thanks, Mega Rocker. It was a pretty good one, wasn't it? So this is Hungerford. Not a bad stop. Once again, shorter platform, so obviously undershot slightly with the last couple of carriages. I'm guessing maybe stopping with the last two carriages over the level crossing. Not the best idea. Maybe we should have pulled forwards a little bit, but I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Okay, and off we go again. Next station is going to be Kintbury. Imagine being the person coming up with that name mind and trying to convince people it was good. Honestly. It was done for, like, a promotional thing, though, really, wasn't it? Like, just to kind of get people talking about the place. Let's give it a deliberately long name. Because I'm pretty sure it has a much shorter name that's actually used in, like, day-to-day conversation. And it doesn't it actually translate as, like, some really long sentence, like, oh, the waterfall at the place where the church of the something or other. It's like a really absurdly long name, but it's like given that name deliberately, just so that Wales can say we got the longest place name in the world. Which, fair enough. Get that back, you know. Clanfire PG. Yes, I have heard it called Clanfire PG. That's what I call it in work. Oh! Trade! Trade! That's literally the first train that's passed us. In this entire drive, that's the first train that's passed us in the opposite direction. Clean your windscreen? Oh, that's it, Mega Rocker. It doesn't get cleaner than that, I'm afraid. That's realism for you. You get the dirt on the windscreen that can't be cleaned away. No one can convince me that Train Sim World is better than this beauty. I agree. I fully agree, STFC. I've said it before, I think Train Sim World just has quite a glossy coat on it, and it makes people think that it's a better game. I genuinely think this is a more beautiful game. Certainly the engines are more beautiful, more detailed, you know, all the rolling stock. Oh, thank you for following Volvo Trucker on Twitch. Very kind of you. Yeah, certainly I think the rolling stock, like, look at the detail on this texture. You don't see that level of detail on Train Sim World because everything's too shiny and perfect. Like, look at this. You won't see dirt like this on the windscreen in Train Sim World, let me tell you. Maybe from some Just Trains products, because they have made some really, really amazing stuff for Train Sim World. But the vast majority of it, it's just too clean, it's too polished, it's too shiny. This just feels way more detailed. Feels like so much more time and care has gone into it. I think Train Sim World is just flashier, and that tricks people into thinking that it's a better game. But I've always thought that Train Sim Classic was the original and best. Train Sim World's an arcade train game. This is a proper train game. I think you're right to an extent, STFC. I do think Train Sim World feels a lot more arcadey. There are features from Train Sim World that I'd like to see in this game. You know, I'd like to be able to get up out of the cab and wander around at stations and stuff like that. I'd like to have a conductor mode where you can go through the train, you know, collecting tickets and stuff like that. I definitely think there's some features from Train Sim World that are really great that this game could use, but on the whole, I do think this is a vastly superior game to Train Sim World. I really do. Oh, how's that one for you? Look at that. Another short platform, so can't be helped. That's a nice stop. Me and P are eventually going to go back to Japan, and I can't wait to actually take in and appreciate the stations and take photos and videos for you to see. Oh, thank you, Scrivy. Making me interested in them. Thank you very much. That's the thing. There's so much to see, and I just think, you know, I know trains aren't everyone's cup of tea, but I just think it's so cool to see how it all works, and everything has a purpose, you know, every single little thing. I love, I don't know, I mean, I've always loved trains, but as I've gotten older, you know, when I was younger, I really loved trains, but as I've got older, I've appreciated them more, you know. I've learned about them more and started to understand why I like them so much, what it is about railways that I find so endearing. And especially with heritage railways, I just think, I don't know, I can't really describe it. I can't really describe what it is, but I just love it. I just love going to a heritage railway and taking a picture of absolutely everything, you know, taking photos of all the signs on the platforms and all the signals. Semaphore signals are so cool, by the way. The old style signals with the arms that swing. Shinjuku Station was absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, yes. All the stations across Japan has a place where you can stamp a book. Ooh. I would like to see some photos. That would be amazing. Shinjuku would be an amazing station to visit because it's so busy. But as a, you know, as a train enthusiast, Japan has always been a bucket list place for me to visit. Because I love Japanese trains as well. I'm really fascinated by Japanese rolling stock. Which is why I'm going to be playing some running train once I finish this drive. Me and P never got on the wrong train. That's quite an achievement. That's quite an achievement. I'll send some in the media channel. Thank you. Thank you, Ruby. Oh, there's another train coming the other way. What is it? It's a 59. Ooh. You don't see many of those around. In fact, I don't know if they even still exist. Does anyone still operate 59s? I'm asking the wrong audience, I appreciate that, but I don't know if the Class 59 still operates in Britain. Although the 66 does, and they have the same body shell, so they look very similar. I noticed there's no multiple unit stickers though. That's something I'll have to look out for in general. That is one detail that I've not really paid attention to in Train Sim before, is the multiple unit working stickers. For those of you who don't know, most diesel locos in the UK have a little marker on the front, a little symbol, to tell you what other stock they're compatible with for multiple working. Multiple working is when you connect two locos together and you drive them from one cab. But because some trains have different electrical systems, different brake systems, they're not all locos are compatible with each other. Like, you can't just connect two locos together and operate them as one unless they have the same electrical systems and braking systems. So a lot of, especially, not so much nowadays because they're all designed to be compatible with each other, but in the British Railway era, each loco would have a little symbol on the front to tell you what category it was for multiple working. And I think the 47 was Blue Star. Most of them were Blue Star. Blue Star was the biggest group. Anyway, we're at Newbury. Sorry, that was extremely nerdy. Forgive me if I'm getting too into the nerdiness now, into the weeds, as it were. Oh, look at that. That's what I like to see. A nice long platform. A great big station with a nice long platform. More than long enough for the whole train. Do you mind if I send a bit of spam on the photo book? There's a few pages talking about stamps. That's pretty cool. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Whilst we're waiting, let me just Google 47. Oh, they weren't built for multiple working. Some were later fitted with green circle. Ah. I didn't know. So these weren't actually designed for multiple working. That explains why there's no stickers then, because it's not a multiple. It can't be worked multiple. Sorry if I'm being annoying, but I like talking about people's hobbies. That's fine, Scrubby. That's fine. You know, I love talking about my hobbies. It's great to have an audience that'll listen. You know what I mean? And I'm the same. I love when people nerd out about their hobbies to me as well, even if it's something that I'm not personally interested in. I love when somebody is passionate about something, you know, when you can hear and see how passionate they are about it. Off we go again. Next station is Thatcham. Did someone just sneeze? Did you just sneeze, sir? Oh, what's this station? Newbury Racecourse. Where we're not stopping, so... Oh! Hey, another 101. That was a nice shot. That was a very nice shot. Send the photos so you can enjoy a bit of a read after your stream. Thank you, Scurry. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. What's that? Oh god, it's 20 past... Wait. We've been live for an hour and 20 minutes? Jesus. I thought we were still in the first hour. I didn't even realise it had gone past 6. This has flown by. I've really enjoyed this drive. Yeah, look at this. We've driven all the way from Westbury. Well, I didn't realise how close we were. Well, I guess we will have a little bit of time to have a look at my Durham Coastline project before we move on to running train then. Because this is only going to take another 20 minutes-ish. We'll see, we'll see. Coming up on Thatcham. It has been a fairly quiet drive though. Like I say, I know that this line is not very busy. It's a very quiet section of the network. And normally, especially when I'm streaming, I like to do drives that have got quite a lot of traffic because I find it's a bit more interesting for the viewers, you know, rather than just being in the cab for 90 minutes with nothing coming the other way. But there's been a bit. There's been a few passing us in the opposite direction. And obviously Reading's quite a busy station, so we should get a nice bit of traffic at the end. Okay, coming in a little bit slow for Thatcham. The problem is I overshot the first station, so now I've been compensating too much at every other station and we keep undershooting slightly. There we go. Bringing it down. Oh. There's the HST stop marker. There we go. Now that is how it's done. So this time I overshot on purpose, because I was trying to get to the HST stop marker. 2+7 car HST stop there. Again, I know this isn't a HST, but this, I think this route is based slightly, yeah, here we go. First Great Western. So this route is from post-privatization, so there wouldn't have been any loco hauled stock, so there wouldn't be like a 9-car stop sign or anything like that. There's, the HST sign's the best we've got to go off, really. I wish there was more loco hauled stock these days. It's all multiple units now. Now, I love a good multiple unit, you know, I love a nice DMU or EMU, but there's not enough locos about anymore. Not on passenger work. There's the 67s on Chiltern, and... oh, actually, no, they've got 68s on Chiltern as well now, right? And Transport for Wales have got some loco hauled services. I guess technically the HST is loco hauls, because you got the Class 43 power car, and then the coaches, but it feels like a multiple unit, you know, in spirit it's a multiple unit to me. I think it's because of the streamlining. They just don't build these big, unstreamlined bricks anymore, you know what I mean? Just these big, heavy fuckers, completely flat front ends, no aerodynamics whatsoever. They don't make them like this anymore. They're all air smoothed and aerodynamic now. I'm right in the path of the sun right now as well. Exhausted. Look at that, we've had 2 new followers on Twitch and a new YouTube subscriber today, which is really nice. Thank you, everyone. If you are enjoying the stream, please do give me a follow, especially on Kick. Even if you don't watch on Kick, if you prefer to watch on Twitch, that's fine, but if you have a Kick account, at least go and follow me. It would be very much appreciated if you could, just to help me grow a little bit. But yeah, thank you, you know, Volvo Trucker, Anita, for following on Twitch today. Thank you to Aaron McLaughlin for subscribing on YouTube. I appreciate that. The YouTube is doing quite well as well. We've got 575 subscribers now, so we're closing in on 600. And I want to get back to video making soon as well, so that should help. You know, I mean, it's been over a month since I did my last proper video. But I do have a lot planned in terms of video content. I've got the episode 2 of the Retro Corner, which I've decided I'm going to film episode 2, even though I haven't got the TV working properly yet. I'll just do like an update video explaining the situation, The SCART socket doesn't work, so we can't use the PlayStation yet, we can't use the Commodore yet. But I do still have the telly, and it does have a working VHS player, so I can still make a video talking about it. So there's going to be part 2 of the Retro Corner. There's a new top secret project that I'm working on that I don't want to mention anything about just yet. I am working on a review of the Everything is Awesome set that I built just before, on the last day of the Mermaids fundraiser. A bit of a review and redesign video for that set, because I've had a few problems with it. And that's pretty much it. There is quite a big trans discussion video as well that I've wanted to do for a while, I've written the script for, but it's sat unrecorded for quite a bit. And I want to do a review of the Kada ramen restaurant as well. So that's at least 5 videos right now that are in the works, you know, in the sense that I've had the idea for them. And some of them I've written scripts and stuff like that as well, but for the most part, that's at least 5 potential bigger videos that will be coming fairly soon. I want to start getting back into making videos again. It feels like ages since I've done video stuff, because I've just been so focused on streaming, so focused on getting to affiliate on Twitch and all that other stuff. I just want to make videos again. And I will be. In July, videos will return. Maybe even in June. I might be able to get one together for next week. We'll see. I'm not going to rule it out. This is the fastest we've been today, by the way. We're up to 92 miles an hour. That is the fastest we've managed to get in this drive. I'm not going to push to get any faster, though, because we do need to start slowing down now. That's a shame. We never got to realise the top speed of 100. Might end up overshooting here again. Can you turn the game down a bit? It's got a little bit too loud. Sorry, STFC. Just give me a second. I'll do that at the next station. Oh god, we're going to overshoot. Hit the emergency brake. Oh shit. Right at the last station, well, this third to last station. Oh, no, 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 if we completely overshoot, it's going to be bad. Come on, remember the rule, as long as one carriage is still at the platform, it still counts. Ooh, that was very close. We did it. Everyone to the back, please. Anyone who wants to alight at Thiel, please go to the back of the train. Okay, let me just... Oh. It won't let me turn the game audio down from inside the game menu. I'll tell you what I can do. I can shut the doors, because a lot of the external... You know, you're hearing a lot of the engine noises coming through the doors. So that should be a bit quieter for you. And there's only 2 stations left anyway. Oh, that is a beautiful shot. That's screenshot worthy for sure. Lovely. Off we go again. Next station, Reading West. 5 minutes. Definitely not enough time for us to get up to 100. There we go, that should be a... Yeah, that definitely makes a difference, I think. Hopefully that's a bit better. Much better, thanks. No problem, SDFC, no problem. Oof, I am roasting right now. Bloody hell. Oh, yeah. Oh. There you go, you get a free stretch out of me today. God, I hate it. I just hate it. I really do. I just can't stand the weather being like this. Okay, drop into 60. Here we go. Hit the brakes now. Well, don't hit the brakes, but shut off the engine. Or the throttle, rather. Don't shut off the engine. So I think we only sped once in this drive, right? We sped at the start. We went like 29 in a 25 zone, but we haven't sped anywhere else, as far as I recall. So it's actually been pretty successful. It's gone really smoothly. And I've really loved it. I have lost track of time, genuinely. It did not feel like an hour and 15 minutes. But that's how long... No, an hour and 25 minutes. That's how long this drive will have taken us by the time we get to the end. Doesn't feel like it at all. It has flown by. Really, really love this loco pack. Massive props to Armstrong Powerhouse, the Class 47. Incredible. There's a link in the YouTube description if you want to download, well, if you want to buy the 47 pack for yourself, but it's really good. And there's already so many great scenarios for it on on Alan Thompson Sim, so check those out as well. I only got 20 minutes left. That went so fast. It has. It rocketed by. I've been live for nearly 2 hours. That's actually insane. It still feels like it's been less than an hour. But I've loved it. I've really enjoyed it. Great pack. Great loco. And here we are at Reading West. Oh, this might be the best stop we've done today. Oh, yes. Oh, now that. Look at that. There's the marker. S-car stop. There's us. Brilliant. Brilliant stop. Perfect. And... ooh, the bubble car. I love this. We should drive this at some point as well. We should do some drives with this in a future stream. I love these bubble cars. This is the class 121, but there's quite a lot of other smaller like single rail cars with this kind of design. I rode Iris at the Great Central Railway, which is a very similar design to the class 121. It's even got the dual exhaust. Look at this. These are exhaust pipes at the back. That's such a unique style to have the exhaust pipes run up the cab, you know, run up the divides between the cab windows. Really gorgeous looking unit. There's more 101s up there. I think this is a train care depot. Hmm. So we might not have time to check out my Durham coastline today, which is a shame, because I did want to show you the progress I've made with it. I mean, we could quickly pop in and I'll just have a quick look, because I've not really done that much since last time I showed it to you. God, it's quite a long stop here. Excuse me if I check my messages whilst we're waiting. Sorry I'm not being massively talkative right now. It's the heat. It really is. Stretch. That one's for free. Everybody ready? We're going to be departing in just a second. Let's do a save. Cut the brakes. And any second now. Roll out. roll out. There's a 101. Roll out. There we go. And then that's it. Next stop's Reading. That's the end of the line for us. End of this drive. Absolutely fantastic. Again, can't fault the Class 47. Absolutely beautifully modelled, beautifully textured. You know, very authentic sounds and everything recorded from the real world, you know, the real thing. Very impressed. Very impressive work from Armstrong Powerhouse, as always. This signal is red, so we are going to have to stop. I didn't realise, and now it's too late, and we might end up spadding. Please don't spad. Please do not spad. Okay, I had to hit the emergency brake, but we didn't spad. Request to pass at danger denied. Okay. Looks like we're waiting for something then. Ah, we're waiting for the Western Supermare to Paddington. Is that going to be a HST? In Intercity? It must be an Intercity, right? We're still in the 80s, so... Or it could be in BR Blue. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Stray Dog. It's Intercity! Look, there it is! It's in Intercity, Swallow. Beautiful livery. Beautiful locos. Oh, it's got the... Right, this is one of my favourite liveries. The black and yellow version of the Intercity livery. God, I love that. That's what we were waiting for. That's what was holding us up. So we should be green any second. That's what we like to see. Should be here, really, so that you can get a better look at it on stream. That's it. We're a bit slow. Pick up the pace a bit. I do wish this route extended into Paddington, though. That's one of my only issues with it, is that you can't go all the way to Paddington. Here we are. Here's Reading. A station that I have visited before. It's the only station on today's drive that I've actually visited. Because I passed through it a couple of times when I lived in Bath, en route to London. Ugh. And there we have it. That was 1F23 Westbury to Paddington. Reading. Oh, 37s. Oh, I love a good 37. There we go, look, these have got the blue stars. These are blue star working. And there goes the intercity as well. All the great traffic right at the end. I said this would happen. I said we'll get to Reading and it'll get really busy. There it is. Look, another driver's here to relieve you for the final sprint to Paddington. Can I at least see the HST go? There it goes. What a beauty. Love it. Okay, that's the end of the drive for us. What a fantastic scenario. What a fantastic loco. Again, I know I keep saying it, but massive props to Armstrong Powerhouse. And is it Master Key? Let me just double check. It is Master Key Simulations. Started by Master Key Simulations, but finished in-house by Armstrong Powerhouse. So big, big props to Master Key Simulations and to Armstrong Powerhouse for bringing us this amazing pack. That was a really amazing drive. There's 6 other scenarios that come with the pack, as well as plenty of other stuff on Armstrong on Alan Thompson Sim already. There's a couple of scenarios for the Wherry lines. Those could be fun to visit in future. You know, Yarmouth to Norwich. I would like to drive this again, perhaps. I don't know. I really don't know. When it comes to Train Sim Classic, it's not exactly my most demanded game, so I can't make any promises about when I'm going to play this again next. But I love this game. This is my single most played game on Steam. This is one of my absolute favourite games of all time. I love Train Simulator so much. I would play this every day on stream if I could, but then I'd get no views. But I will play it again. It will come back. It's one of those games that's always going to be there, you know, from time to time. I'll always dive on to Train Sim for a bit of a drive. Unfortunately, today we're not going to have time to look at my... Let's have a look. Let's just have a look. We'll have a very brief look at the Durham coastline, and I'll show you what progress I've made since last stream. It's not very much, but, you know, I'm happy with it, and I'm always keen to show off my work, you know. Here we go. Let's have a quick look at what's new, and then we'll dive into Running Train for the second half of the stream. I'll tell you what though, I've not got enough Fanta to last another 2 hours. I'm gonna have to go and get another can. Or I might get a Lucozade. Since everyone's always so fascinated to see me drinking tinned Lucozade. Oh yeah, Portal 2 tomorrow. I almost forgot about that. So excited for Portal 2. What a game. And Subnautica 2 as well. Looking forward to playing more of that. But Portal 2, just... I mean, literally one of the best games ever made. I don't think that's controversial to say. I don't think... You know, I think Abe's Exodus is one of the greatest games ever made, but that's very subjective. I think Portal 2 is, like, objectively one of the best games ever made. Can't wait to play it on stream. It's going to be so much fun. We played it once, way back in 2024 when I first started streaming. We played it for 1 hour. That was it. That's the only time I've ever played Portal on stream. But I would love to play through the whole series. In fact, I know it's very short notice, but I might play the first game tomorrow instead, because I'd like to play through the first game, the second game, Portal Stories Mel, Portal Revolution, maybe Desolation when that comes out, and if there's any other fan-made Portal games that we can check out, then perhaps we'll look into those as well. But if I'm going to play the whole series, if I'm going to marathon it, then it'd make more sense to start with the first game, right? So maybe I'll play Portal tomorrow and save Portal 2 for a future stream. Sorry for anyone who was excited for Portal 2 tomorrow, but I think I'm going to have a think about that. Okay, ignore all these buildings here. These are just test objects. The bit that I really want to show you is this. So this is the latest section of the route that I've modeled. It's not much, really. It's just a bit of industrial scrubland, but everything from this road up here down to basically everything under this junction area. So all of this. There we go. Basically everything that you can see in shot now is stuff that's been newly modeled. Here we go. Again, ignore all the buildings out in the sea there. This is all me. And I'm quite happy with it. Again, it's a very long and arduous process. It's very slow modeling this kind of stuff, just using Google Earth as a reference. But I'm very happy with this. I'm really happy with the level of detail here. It's not hyper detailed, you know. There's some route builders that really will make everything pixel perfect, you know. This is, but I'm like I say, I'm happy with the level of detail that this has got. I'm very, very pleased with how it's shaping up so far. The important thing is, when people play this, they're going to be driving a train, right? So you got to think how it's going to look from the cab of a train. And I think if you look at this, I think this looks really good. I'm really happy with it. Really happy, especially with this like little corner over the fence here. That looks very natural from the train, you know, from the cab side. This whole area. This is the thing that I really enjoy, though, is trying to get it as accurate as possible, and then looking at side-by-side photos of the real thing, and thinking, you know, seeing just how accurate I can get it, just how close I can get it. And if you've not seen the area that I've already worked on, which is up here, all of this is my work as well. Everything that you can see in shot right now is mine. And again, if you picture it from the cab view, if you picture what it's going to look like driving down here in a train, this bit in particular, I'm really, really happy with this. That's gorgeous. I mean, I know it's slightly braggy because it's my own work, and I, you know, shoot me, I'm having a bit of a brag, but I'm really proud of myself for this. I'm really, genuinely, really happy with this bit in particular. I think looks absolutely amazing, and generally the dock area. This bit over here, I'm really proud of as well. This huge building complex here is actually made out of like 5 or 6 buildings shoved together, and you can, if you get close, you can see the joins and stuff. You can see that it's actually made up of multiple assets, but from a distance, it does look like one continuous building, and I'm very, very proud of that. I'm happy with the detail around the rock faces here and stuff. I'm like I say, I'm really happy with it. A lot of time and effort's gone into this. There's still a lot more to do, and it's going to be quite a while before it's actually ready to publish, but I'm happy with the work that's gone into it already. Obviously, all of this still needs to be done. So everything from here down to here, all of this still needs to be modelled, which means quite a lot of work still to be done. But it's getting there. It's getting there, and I'm very happy with what I've done so far. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Just wanted to brag a little bit and show you my work. I'm still working on it. Still hoping to get it published this year. Hopefully in a couple of months' time. Depends how long it takes, really. But yeah, that's my Durham Coastline project. That's a little progress report for you there, a little update on how that's going. With that out of the way, it's time for our second game of the day, which is going to be Running Train. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that launched. There it is. And while it's launching, let me just edit the stream info. Do you like flowers, says Penguin Soldier? I love flowers. Oh, that's unfortunate. It appears Running Train isn't listed on Kick, so I can't set the game on the Kick stream to Running Train. We're going to have to just leave it as Train Simulator. But here we are. We're back for more Running Train. I'm not actually capturing the game window right now. There we go. Okay, and I think before I start, I'm just going to very quickly go and grab myself a can of Lucozade, because this Fanta is nearly empty, and I need something else to drink for the next 2 hours, so I will be right back. There's no music on this game, so I'll just put my usual background music on for a minute. There you go. I will be back in just a couple of moments. Oop. Okay, I'm back. I've got a nice ice-cold can of Lucozade straight from the fridge. I'll crack that open as soon as I've finished the last bit of Fanta. Now, let's get into Running Train. Start driving. We have got 2 hours, so I think we should try a full drive of the line this time. A full drive takes 44 minutes. That's calling at all stations, so why not? Let's do it during the day. Local 777A, Nagara to Kanamori. Or we could do Kanamori to Nagara the other way, local 716A. Which way do we want to go? I think we'll start at Kanamori and head east to Nagara. We will take the... We'll take the standard HR 1500, but we'll go for... I love this blue and white paint job. This is really, really nice paint job. Longer stream tonight? It is, Mega Rocker, yes. So because it's a double bill, I've decided to do 2 hours of each game. We're going to do that in future for any double bill streams. So tomorrow and Monday as well, we'll be doing 2 hours of each game. Because I just felt that 90 minutes wasn't quite long enough to get much done in most games. So yeah, 2 hours for each game going forward. Let's keep it spring. Let's make it... let's keep it partly cloudy. I don't want any difficulty modifiers. No, we'll just keep it as it is. We'll keep it as it is. Let's go. Okay, finished off the Fanta. And I've got a Lucasade ready to go. Here we go. Now let's see if I can do this more successfully than last time we played this game. Oh. Oh, look at that. Love that animation on the horn. Okay, and we are off. So, first stop is Suzumenomiya. Suzumenomiya, yes, sorry, just had to double check that one. Next stop is Suzumenomiya in 3 minutes. And we're already speeding. What a great start, eh? Now this is a game where we really do have to pay attention to speed limits, to stopping distances, everything like that. We have to be incredibly accurate, or we will lose quite a lot of points. Bringing it down. Bringing it down. I appreciate that some of the UI is hidden behind my head, by the way. You can't see, like, the distance to the next station and stuff like that. Oh, it's a good start, though. Oh, it's a fantastic start. Holy shit. Hey, let's start as we mean to go on, eh? Look at that. In fact, you can actually see these symbols on the platform are supposed to show passengers where the doors are when the train stops. The triangles, we should be lined up with the triangles. Look at how accurate we got that. Very good. Next station, Takahashi, another 3 minutes. Can we keep it up? Start bringing it down now. Oh, there's a 65 limit coming up. Oh, train coming in the way. Beautiful. Oh, we've come in way too slow. Pick up the pace, pick up the pace. How long are we streaming, Matt? Says Matt. Till 9 tonight, Matt. A bit longer than usual today. Slightly too much on the brake power there, brake pressure. Decent stop though. Time accuracy 9 seconds. Stop accuracy 15 centimeters. That's really, really good stop. Shame we were just a tad late. But it's because we came in too slow and I had to pick the speed back up again suddenly. Okay, off already. Next station is Nagata. They still haven't given us an in-game map, I notice. I'd love to be able to bring up a map like you can on Train Sim and see the whole route laid out. Unfortunately, that's not an option in the game at the minute. But hopefully it will be in future, you know. It's still early access, don't forget. Still very much a work in progress. And I mean, it's already a fantastic game. Like, what's already here is incredible. I can't even imagine how much better it's gonna be, you know, in future. Oops, I tabbed out the game. Oops. Coming in too slow again. I'm gonna end up being late. No, ooh, nearly. Oh, 6 seconds. Oh, I really am getting better at this. 6 seconds, and we were about a meter off. That's good. I mean, it's not as good as 15 centimeters, but it's good. Straight off again. Next station is Kasugano. Okay, and I am going to crack open my Lucozade. Your streams are fucking shit. Get the fuck out of here. Thanks, Mr. Big OX01. Appreciate your input. Okay, these stations are very close together. I don't think we did this drive last time. I know we did the express, but I don't think we did the local service, which is calling at every single station. Bringing it down. Oh fuck, that's not what I think it is it? It is. Yes, I know, I'm way off the mark. So one of the fucking bearings gone in my third and final case fan. Fuck's sake. Yeah, sorry, I've been distracted. Now I've fucked everything up in the drive as well. So a couple of weeks ago, 2 of my case fans, the bearings went and they just stopped working. The third one started rattling. So basically, my PC is going to have no working case fans. I need to buy some more, like, really urgently. It's such a fucking joke that it's happened at the more or less the exact same time for all 3 of them. They've all just failed at more or less the same time. Like, they're not cheap, they're not expensive, they're fairly cheap to replace. It's just the hassle of it, you know? Like, why now? Why all 3 of them now? When I've already got a mountain of other shit to deal with. Like the internet problems. That's good, hopefully you can get it sorted soon. I certainly hope so, because right now I am operating with just 1 case fan. And then there's the CPU fan, and the GPU's got built-in fans as well, but... You know, I don't want my PC overheating and things getting damaged. I'm just going to have to go ahead and buy new case fans. It has stopped rattling for the time being, which is good. As long as the temps are fine for the time being, yeah, it's not... The only time it's really been intense is when I've been playing games, and I've only really been playing games while I've been streaming, so if I can get the new fans, like, next week or the week after, it won't be too much longer before it's sorted. It's just such unfortunate timing, you know. And I've overshot again. I'm flustered now, see, it's put me off. Well, they say bad luck comes in threes, right? And all three of my fans have failed, so I guess they're not wrong. I'm just thinking though, Subnautica tomorrow, that's going to be pretty intense. That's like the newest game that I'm playing at the minute. This isn't very intense. This is also a very new game, but it's very well optimized. Subnautica, it might put a bit too much strain on my PC, and I won't be able to get fans at that short notice. I'll have to see what I can do. What game are you playing tomorrow? Is it Subnautica multiplayer? It is STFC, yeah. And Portal as well. I was going to play Portal 2, but I think I'll play the first one now. It just makes more sense. If I'm going to play through the whole series, it makes more sense to play the first one first, right? Okay, we can still recover. We can still recover. I lost quite a lot of XP because I got distracted by that and I lost concentration on the game. But we can still finish well. We're at 70% right now, which I think is a C. And we're only about halfway through the drive. Concentration mode right now. Oof. Just within the accepted distance there. It's not brilliant, but we're kind of making up for lost time, right? We can still claw this back. We can still finish up with a decent rating. But we are going to have to really hug the speed limit. Oh, we gone over. Come on, stop, 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 stop. Oh, yes. 2 seconds, minus 29 centimeters. That was a good stop. That has brought us back up to 74%. We are doing good. We might actually be able to leave here on time. Just waiting. Just waiting. How's everyone doing, by the way? Let's have a check-in. Chat's gone a bit quiet. Everybody still there? Go, 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 go. Next stop, Iwaminato. 3 kilometers. Quite a distance. Just playing Rust. Nice one, Scribby. Once again, really hugging that speed limit to try and make up for lost time. Still here, nice one, SDFC. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. This game is absolutely gorgeous. Still here, just making tea. Nice one, Mega Rocker. Like, I know we were talking about how much, you know, how gorgeous Train Sim Classic looks, but this is just insane. It is absolutely ridiculous how amazing this game looks. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so excited to see what happens in the future as well. I hope we get freight services. I hope we get other lines and all sorts of stuff like that. But what I've seen so far, it's just so good. Still here enjoying the stream. Nice one, Dagger. Looks like we're not doing too badly then. Okay, here we go. Bringing it down. We've still got 50 seconds before we're due at the next station. Oh no, we got a minute. Okay, let's take it steady then. Now we got 50 seconds. We may overshoot a little bit. Okay, actually we've ended up undershooting a bit. But that's good. 9 seconds early. Yes! We managed to get here 9 seconds ahead of schedule without speeding. That's really good. That's got us up to 76% on the score. We are now back on track, everybody. Again, you can't see the score. It's obscured by the banner at the top, but there's a little meter at the top that tells me my current score for the scenario. It's at 76% right now. It's based on like an accuracy and like the accuracy of the stops, the timeliness of the stops, stuff like that. 76% is good. I think that may be a B. Kick didn't give a notification. I have them turned on. I'm not sure why then, Happy Chuckle, but welcome. Hope you're doing alright. That's strange. How are you doing though? Next station is Kagura Dai for 3 minutes. Another absolutely beautiful area here. Come on, a little bit faster. Just a tad. Get as close to the speed limit as we can. Come on. That's it. Oh, we've got plenty of time. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds, yeah? Start hitting the brakes now. We started decelerating too early. I think we're good. I think we're good. Come on. Oh, look at that. 12 seconds early, 50 centimeters off the mark. Scores up to 77%. Holy shit. Pappy Chuckle says, Mr. Big doesn't know only people with big hairy bellies are allowed in these streams. Exactly, exactly. What does that guy know? I mean, he didn't stick around long after leaving that comment. Ooh, train up there. Where's that? Well, where's that come from? Where does that line go? What? In fact, no, never mind where does that track go. Where does this track go? Why am I on a single track line right now? Where am I going? I don't recall this from the previous stream. I don't recall a single track section like this out here. It looks like the other lines are just over the river there. This is weird. I don't remember this. Maybe I did visit this area last time, but I don't remember it. There, it kind of looks like it just joins back on again. So what's... Oh, I see the east and westbound lines split apart. That makes sense. Still don't remember it. Ooh, we're overshooting. Shit, we've overshot. Oh, we haven't overshot. It was close. It was really close, but that was just close enough to the marker that it counts. So we didn't have to back up. It's going to have cost us a few XP, though. We've gone back down to 76. Damn. Honestly, I think we've more or less salvaged it at this point, though. Shield hammer. Slow down, slow down. Easy. Got plenty of time. There we go. 6 seconds early, 2 meters off the mark. That's good. Back up to 77%. I've never finished with a score higher than 80%, and I don't think we're gonna today. But we're gonna do another drive. We've got time for another drive. So who knows? I'd love to get my first A. Oh. Well, don't look at your phone if you want to get your first A, Saul. Eyes on the track. Only 2 stations to go. Imao Cho and then Nagara is our terminus. We've done very well. We've done very well. I've definitely gotten better at this game. I've gotten more of a feel for it now. And when we played it in the Mermaids fundraiser, it was so difficult. Like, such a challenging game. But now I've gotten the hang of it. It's still hard. It's still a nice challenge. But I know what I'm doing now. Again, it's like I was saying with Train Sim earlier, you just kind of get the feel for it. With, like, stopping distances and stuff like that. It's just the more you do it, the more you kind of get a feel for when to start, you know, loosening the throttle and when to start hitting the brakes. The trickiest thing on this game, I think, is balancing the brake pressure. Because you like lose points if the braking is too uncomfortable for the passengers. That's really interesting because you have to kind of regulate the brakes very carefully, which is not something that plays a factor on Train Sim. You can just whack on the emergency brake and none of the passengers mind the whiplash. Ooh. 5 seconds early, minus 53. Very good. I can now say Big Chungus without TikTok censoring it. Indeed, Pappy Chuckle. You can say more or less whatever you like. And it's fine, you know, because unlike TikTok, I think TikTok just doesn't have a clue. The automatic moderation on TikTok just genuinely doesn't have a clue. And I like I was saying before, it is such a relief to not be on TikTok. It's just such a breath of fresh air. I actually enjoy live streaming again. TikTok was just stressing me out. Just dealing with the bullshit all the fucking time. It really, really was pissing me off. And now I feel like I can just enjoy the live stream again. I can concentrate on playing the game. I can concentrate on chatting with people. I'm not constantly having to fend off TikTok's bullshit. It's good. It's good. Will I ever go back to streaming on TikTok? Maybe. But things would have to change, and I don't think they will. Don't have to worry about all that vertical and landscape stuff anymore as well. That's true, that's true. I'm using Stream Elements now, which merges all the chats very nicely, merges, you know, allows multi-streaming. I don't have to worry about having OBS and TikTok Studio open at the same time, because TikTok just won't fucking let people use OBS. It is nice to have it all in one place now. Like, I just have to launch OBS and press start, and it's got all the stream chats on there. You know, I can moderate all the platforms from within OBS as well. It's so much better. It's so much more streamlined. Just, it has made the whole process, the whole stream, just much less stressful. Next step is having another device running the stream and wired internet. That is true. That's true, Pappy Chuckle. I have been maybe not getting another device just yet, because it's a bit out of my price range at the minute, but I have been looking at what I can do to improve the internet. At the very least, I'm going to go ahead and buy a booster, but it would be nice to get a wired connection set up as well. Getting a second PC, though, or some other device to run the stream so that I can just use this PC for the game itself, that is definitely something that I want to look into. You can get boosters that have an Ethernet socket, so it's semi-wide. Ooh, I didn't know. I've not seen those before. I'll look at that. Or a console to play the games and stream from the PC? Possibly, yeah. But there are quite a lot of PC-only games that I enjoy as well. I think I'd have to go for another PC. But yeah, I could look at getting a booster with an Ethernet socket and just plug that in under my desk and then run a cable to the PC. That's not a bad idea. Okay, unfortunately we did overspeed a couple of times towards the end there. Hasn't really ended brilliantly, but we've still got a score of 78%, which I think is enough for a B. As long as we don't cock this up. I mean, we are late. So maybe a bit late for not cocking things up. "19 seconds late." Score still says 78% though. So I think that's a B. Pretty sure that's a B. Let's find out. It's a B! Hey, look at that. 28,450 points. So, we were late at pretty much every station, but nothing significant, nothing enough to get punished, and we were actually early at quite a few stations as well. We did depart a couple of stations early, which looks like we actually might get penalised for that. 1 second under. But this one that was 3 seconds under, there's no, that one's not in orange. So I don't know. I don't know if we do get penalised for that or not. Accuracy, there were 2 stations where we overshot. Unfortunately, I got a bit distracted and had to zone out of the game for a minute. But all in all, very good, very good. We got 11. We got 111,000 points total out of 117 to level up. So let's do another drive. Let's just go straight in for another one. It's only 8 o'clock. We got another hour yet. Let's do another. So I would like to do an express this time, I think. Nagara to Kanamori, Limited Express 127G. 30 minutes. Let's do this one. Train set is the DC 8500. Main colour. We can have... What's the difference here? Oh, I think it's just the stripes go around the front on this one. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. This looks so much harder than the other. It is. It is. Fingers crossed the new Xbox has all the storefronts on and isn't too overpriced. Would be good for streaming if that's the case. That would be good. That would be good. But honestly, I'm really happy with my current PC, so I think the better option would just be to get a cheap PC to do the streaming from, and keep using my current PC for the games. Okay, here we are. So this is the Express. This only has a couple of stops along the way, which means there's less opportunity to fail and like overshoot and stuff like that, but we do have to be very careful with the timings still. But yeah, this is so much harder than Train Sim. Train Sim is so lenient in comparison. But, you know, that goes for real life as well. You know, Japanese railways are much stricter with timings and stopping and stuff like that. They really do penalise their drivers quite heavily for even being a few seconds late or not stopping in the exact right place. I feel like in the UK, there's a lot more lenience with that kind of stuff. But like I was saying earlier, I like the challenge of it. It is really fun to challenge myself, because Train Sim is so much more laid back. Train Sim is for when you want to chill. Running Train is for when you want to challenge yourself. I like that there's a lot of traffic in this one. Oh, thank you for gifting 2 subs, Scribby. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I've lost my train of thought now. Oh, I was saying I like that there's more traffic on this drive. Because we're in Express, it means we're going much faster than the other traffic on the line, which means a lot more of it's going to pass us, you know what I mean? Sorry, says Screwy. No, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. We made enough to get a payout this month, because I think it was P donated a sub last week. So I'm officially getting paid this month, everybody. Great news. And thank you all for making it happen, you know, I appreciate the Twitch subs so much. I'm also offering subs on Kick now, so if you are interested in that, please do check it out. You get custom emotes, and there will be other benefits as well. Basically, I want the benefits, I want you to get the exact same benefits on Kick as you get on Twitch. Right now you get the custom emotes on Kick, but some of the other stuff I haven't gotten around to yet. Oh, I'm speeding. Just contacted HMRC. No! No! Drinks on you, says Mega Rocker. Oh, I could do with a drink today. God, this weather. I can drink on stream now. I'm allowed to drink on stream now. For those of you who don't know, you are not allowed to drink alcohol on stream on TikTok at all. Full stop. Zero tolerance whatsoever. You can on YouTube and Kick and Twitch, as long as you disclose, like, in the description of the stream that you're drinking or whatever. If you're drinking heavily, you have to, like, mention it. But yeah, if on TikTok, you can't have a drink at all on camera. Now that I'm not streaming on TikTok anymore, I can have a drink on camera. We could do some drunk streams. Who wants to see drunk running train? And the thing is, I'm super lightweight as well, so I only need like 1 pint, and I'm already drunk. It's very economical being a lightweight. You know, you don't have to spend as much to get pissed. So. Yeah, drunk Phasmo. Oh my god, some drunk multiplayer games would be so fun. When will you be ending world hunger with the new income, says Pappy Chuckle. Just as soon as I've brokered a global peace deal at the UN, you know, and everyone's living in perfect harmony. I'm working on it. Oh wait. Oh, for a second I thought we were supposed to stop at that station that we'd just been through. It's the next station we need to stop at. I thought I'd just completely missed a station. Now that would have been bad. We should play Worms multiplayer. Oh, I've never actually played Worms, but I would love to. I keep saying I want to do more multiplayer games on stream because I have really been enjoying the multiplayer stuff lately. So obviously, you know, multiplayer suggestions are welcome. I want to try that mecha hide and seek thing that STFC recommended. I've seen a lot of people, yeah, Mecha Chameleon. I've seen a lot of people playing that on, you know, all over social media recently. So I would really like to play that on stream. Maybe at the start of next month we'll take a look at it. Play it while it's, you know, popular, and I might get some new new follows from it. Great minds. There you go. Play worms or have worms, says Pappy Chuckle. Well, that's between me and my GP, don't you think? You still love Lemmings on the Amiga? Oh, I've never played that either. Well, I've never had an Amiga, to be fair. It's so good, and it's cheap. It is a very cheap game, that Mecha Chameleon, so, like I say, I'm definitely going to look into it. Oh, we've come in a bit slow here, I think. It's not bad, though. Ooh, 48 seconds... no, 21 seconds late, but 48 centimetre accuracy. That's good. So our current score is 93%. That's enough for an A, I believe. If we can keep it up, if we can keep this punctuality... Oh. She says, and then immediately presses the wrong button. Have to shoot, gotta pick P up. No worries, Scribby. We'll see you later. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for gifting those 2 subs as well. Massively appreciate that. Have a good time. Say hi to P for me. And thank you for sending those photos as well. I'll take a look at those later in the Discord. Maybe back before end of stream. If not, see you tomorrow. Yes, if I don't see you today, I'll be live tomorrow. I'm playing Subnautica 2 and Portal 1. I know it says Portal 2 on the banner, but I'm going to play Portal 1 first. Because I want to, like, play through the whole series. The whole series of 2 games. and some of the fan-made games as well. I want to do Mel and Revolution and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be playing Subnautica 2 and Portal 1 in tomorrow's stream. Ah, I remember this single track section. So the thing is, last time we only went southbound. We never did a drive in the other direction. That's why it seemed unfamiliar. You're going to be doing co-op for Portal 2 as well? We might do. Like I say, I'm not playing Portal 2 tomorrow. I'm going to play the first game first. But we could do co-op. I know it's only 2-player co-op with Portal 2, but it could still be fun. What is 120 kilometers per hour, by the way? It's like 90 miles or something? 80? I don't know, I've never been good at that conversion. Because, of course, being in Japan, all the measurements in this game are in metric. 74. Okay, that's actually a little bit slower than I thought. $80K is 50M. Yeah, I knew 80 and 50. I'm just not good at calculating off the top of my head. Co-op Cry of Fear after the main single player would be interesting. Not a bad suggestion, Pavichukul. I would like to add Cry of Fear to the Horror Wednesday roster at some point. I think we're going to do a few more streams of Phasmophobia and Escape the Backrooms first. I really want to finish Escape the Backrooms because I've actually really been enjoying it. But I think once we've finished Escape the Backrooms, we'll probably take a break from Phasmo as well, and then I'll start doing some more story-driven horror games. Because it's been a while, you know, the last story-driven horror game we played was Resident Evil. That was a couple of months ago now. I would like to do more. And we were talking about Amnesia as well. I really want to do the Amnesia series on stream, because I've never played them, but I've watched so many other people play them, and I'd love to finally give them a go myself. Like, I grew up watching Markiplier playing horror games, and I loved his Amnesia playthrough back in the day. And now I'm following in his footsteps. I don't quite have 40 million subscribers yet, but I'm getting there. Maybe one day I'll direct a Hollywood movie all by myself. Who knows? I doubt it, but who knows? Oh, we're coming in too slow again. The problem with this express train is it's too good at braking, so I keep coming in too slow at each station. I keep braking too early. Might just do this, you know. No, we're late, we're late, we're late. Bollocks. 8 seconds. Shit. It's not bad, it's not bad. But our score is now 90%. I don't know how low it's gonna need to get to be a B. I'm hoping that 90 should still be an A. I think it goes in 10%. It goes up in intervals of 10%, right? 70 for a C, 80 for a B, 90 for an A. Before Amnesia, they made those Penumbra horror games. Yeah, I remember seeing those as well. But I did check out that I did check out some of those lists that you recommended, Pappy Chuckle, and there's some great suggestions on there. Just I know I only play horror games once a week, but I do want to try and play as many as I can, because I am a big horror fan. Alien Isolation 2 as well. I know it's going to be years before Alien Isolation 2 comes out, but I don't think I've ever been so excited for a game. Very, very few games I've been as excited for as Alien Isolation 2. I love Alien Isolation. Absolutely one of my favourite games that I've ever played. And I think the sequel is going to be worth the wait, right? I think it's going to be one of those games that really is worth waiting for. I hope so, anyway. Because, boy, have we waited. Aliens Fireteam's Elite 2 also, but not a horror, of course. Yeah. That's the thing, I'm not as big of a fan of shooter games, really. So Fireteam, I mean, I'd try it out just because it's an Alien game and I'm a big Alien fan. But, like I say, shooters not really my cup of tea usually. It does look brilliant, though. Right on my face right now, look at that. Shiny. It's that time in the evening where the sun's in just the right position to completely fucking blind me. I'm gonna have to go and shut my curtains in a minute. At the risk of jinxing it and everything going horribly wrong, this drive has gone very well so far. Very smooth. It could well end up being the best score I've ever had in this game. Although I did just lose 100 points for speeding, so I just jinxed it. I just said I don't want to jinx it, and I fucking jinxed it. Score's still 89%. It's we can make up that. Hopefully. Also, sorry, my webcam is going to refocus itself every time the sun moves an inch. That older Colonial Marines game was canon also. Didn't do very well. No, it really didn't, did it? I have a theory that the reason Alien Isolation sold so poorly is because of Colonial Marines. I think that Colonial Marines was such a badly received game that it put people off Alien games in general, and I think that led to low sales of Alien Isolation. And I genuinely do believe that, because Alien Isolation is such a highly praised game, but it never sold well. It never got particularly high sales. And I think that's why. I think that a lot of people were put off buying it because of Colonial Marines being so shit. And the people who did buy it were like, hang on, this is one of the best video games ever made. I'm glad I gave it a chance. And hopefully now everyone's learned the error of their ways and they'll all give Alien Isolation 2 the chance that it rightly deserves. But yeah, Colonial Marines, notoriously bad game. Like, notoriously bad. If I get a chance to pause the game, I'm going to have to go and shut my curtains. In fact, I'm going to do it now because the sun's starting to get into my eyes. I'll be right back. That's better. I can see now. Hello, Indian Defense Pro. How are you doing? Still at 89%. I'm really hoping we can claw it back. I'd love to get like an A star. Just once, I'd like to get the highest rating in this game. Still waiting for Alien Rogue Incursion Part 2. First part was VR, but they did make a non-VR port for it after release. Amanda Ripley's mentioned in it. Ah. See, I never played Rogue Incursion. Oh, we're at 90% again. I don't know when it went back up to 90, but see if we can keep it there. We got 55 seconds. We got plenty of time to get to the next station, so let's slow it down. Let's not overshoot. Take it easy. Oh no, we're gonna overshoot! Shit! Oh, fuck! Right, we've lost it. We've completely fucking lost it. Right at the last... It was going so well. It was genuinely going so fucking well, and we've just blown it completely there. 77%. We just lost 13 fucking percent score. Great, so we're not getting an A for this drive. Shit. I really, really wanted this to be... You know, I wanted to actually get a good score on this. I wanted this to be, like, the drive that we actually do really well on. And look, oh, for fuck's sake. That one wrong move has cost us an entire grade, possibly 2 grades. If we end up with grade C now after that, I'm going to be really pissed off. So close to the end as well. Yeah, there's no way we're going to make it back. Not a chance. I mean, it's still at 77, it's not going to go any higher. We were at 90. We managed to stay at 90% for the entire drive. We overshot one single time, and we lost 13%. What a disaster. I'm not happy about that. I'm really not happy about that. Oh well, shit happens. We've got time for one more drive. I really want to get one drive that just get a really, really good score. I just want to get a really good score once. Maybe we should do a shorter drive, and then there's less opportunities for me to cock it up, right? Fuck off, no! We just lost 400 points for stopping because I accidentally stopped a little bit early. Fuck off. My score's just gone down to 68%. That's a D. That's a fucking fail. Unbelievable. Oh! I was just talking about how I was finally getting the hang of this fucking game. It's so hard. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, that is absolutely ridiculous. This game's standard is so high. It is. I can't believe that. B? How? What? What? Okay, I'm not going to complain. I'll take it. I'll take it. But how? How was that a B? Sure, sure. I'll take a B. I'll take a B. Now I'm confused. Now I'm really confused. Okay, we're gonna do one more drive. We might end up finishing a little bit early, but we're gonna do one more drive. I'm gonna go on the Fukugawa line. Let's do... I mean, any will do, right? The KR5000 in orange. This is supposedly a 12-minute drive. We'll see about that. I just want to get an A. Just once, I want to get an A. Oh, time accuracy 0. We left exactly on the mark there. That's good. That is a good start. Okay. Gently does it. Watch the brake pressure. Stop, 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 stop. Yes. That's good. That's good. Not sure if I mentioned the Grudge horror game on the Wii. You can play it on the Dolphin emulator, but would have to configure the controls, of course. A Grudge game for the Wii. Wild. That sounds like fun. Bam, 1 second early, 500. Okay, score is 84% so far. That's good. That's very good. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we can... Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Stop, 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 stop. Brake pressure's too high, but we're doing it. We're okay. We're okay. Oof. See, we're losing points on the brake pressure again. Now we're down to 82%. It's better. It's a lot better. But it's not brilliant. First person with a torch. You play as different people who have the curse. Linear story. That sounds quite cool, actually. I could be into that. We are going to be so late to this station. Come on, ease it down. Oh, it's good. It's good. 4 seconds early, 65 centimeters off the mark. That is good. Score is back up to 85. Also, this is definitely not 12 minutes. Who? I think the timings are slightly wrong in the menu, because it says that this drive is supposed to take 12 minutes, but that's gotta be wrong. I'm pretty sure we've already been driving for more than 12 minutes. And we're not even there yet. Okay, let's go. Sent you the link to the original trailer. It's 16 years old. Thank you, Pappy Chuckle. I'll check that out. We've just lost a massive amount of points there. Because I fucking sped... Oh, it was only 20... The speed limit was 20 there. We've fucking done it again. You know what? I'm actually going to restart this one because I think we can do this one better. I think we can do this one so much better than I've done so far. I want to end on a high note. I want to get a really good score just once. So I'm trying again. Here we go. Come on. Yep, there we go. 6 seconds early, 104 centimeters. Good start. Again, sorry, there's a cat meowing outside. I'm going to have to ignore him for now. He'll just want his dinner. They normally get fed after the stream, but because I'm streaming later than usual, they know, you know. Off we go. Oh, don't look around. Concentrate on where you're going. Eight seconds early, 97 centimeters. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. The score is at 92% so far. We can do it. I've just got to concentrate. I've just got to lock in. The speed limits, right, there was a 20 km/h speed limit that I missed, and that really cost us dearly, so I need to not miss it this time. Oh, this might be bad. Oh no, it's good, it's good, it's good. So it's when we leave this station. Hey, Scrivy, welcome back. It's when we leave this station that the speed limit drops to 20. We got to be ready for it this time. There we go. 6 seconds early, 87 centimeters off the mark. That is good. Welcome back, Scrivy. I'm currently trying to get the highest score that I possibly can, and I'm concentrating so hard right now. We're at 91% on this drive, which I think is an A+. If I can sustain it, if I can get to the end of this drive, this is going to be the first time I've got an A in this game. Pressure's on. I'll try not to distract you. You're okay. You're okay. That's it. That's all it took. Was to stay below 20 just while we crossed over that crossing. Score is still at 91%. Like I was saying earlier, I'm guessing 90 is the threshold for an A star. Well, earlier I said 90 for an A, but I think it's going to be 90 for an A star, 80 for an A, 70 for a B, 60 for a C. So if I can get more than 90%, I think that's the highest grade. But it's also going to be very, very difficult to stay a low 90, to stay above 90, sorry. Oh, no, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. Yep. And there it is. We fucked it. 80%. We've just lost 10% of our score because we braked slightly too hard. Fuck. It's so hard. It's such a difficult game. If my theory's right, 80 is still an A, so I should still be able to get an A if I don't fuck it up now. There's only 2 stations left as well. Come on, we can do this. We can do it. I'm the bad luck, says Scrivy. It's okay, Scrivy. No, it's not your fault. Below 20 frames per second. Sorry about that, Pappy Chuckle. Sorry about that. Like I say, I'm working on the internet problems. Just bear with me. %. Okay. 1 station left. I think we can still get an A. I could have got an A+. I could have got an A star, or whatever it's called. It's probably called an S in this game, right? Because it's a Japanese game. I could have got an S. I bet you I could have got an S if I hadn't fucked it up on that 1 station. Oh, well, but it is what it is, you know. We live and learn. Konbanwa, says P. How you doing, P? Good evening. Okay. Takahashi, this is it. End of the line. Last station. score is 82%. All we have to do is not fuck up this stop. We've just got to get into this station on time without hitting the brakes too hard. And we're late. But the brake pressure was good. It's 83%. It's 83%. I think that is an A. God, please tell me that's an A. Come on. I need to see it. I need to fucking see it. Here we go. Here we go. Final score. What is it? What is it? B! Fuck you! Fuck you! How is that a B? Oh my god, I tried so fucking hard. I did... Because of one station. Because I hit the brakes slightly too hard at one fucking station. It's a B. God, this game's so hard. You're joking. I don't have time to do another drive. I don't have time. God. And so, we're yet to get an A. B for Big Chungus. True, Pappy Chuckle, true. We have still yet to receive a grade A. But there's always next time. That's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna end it here. It's been a good stream. It's been a good stream. I find that this game is so challenging, but I do enjoy it. It's such a great game. It's so beautiful, it's so detailed. It's just a real challenge. A genuine, real challenge. Long day, but a good one, says P. How's everyone keeping? I've been good. I've been good, P. Bet that train didn't stink a piss like mine did. Well. But yeah, that's all we got time for today. It's been good doing a longer stream. For, you know, I'm going to keep doing 4 hours for the double bill streams. So tomorrow, we're going to be playing Subnautica 2 and Portal 1. Ignore the fact that it says Portal 2 at the top of the screen. We're going to play Portal 1 instead, because I want to play through the whole series. So we'll do 2 hours of Portal. We'll do 2 hours of Subnautica, 2 hours of Portal, and then on Monday, 2 hours of Hytale, 2 hours of Minecraft, and we'll keep doing 2 hours per game. You know, for as long as these double bill streams are going on. But yeah, that's it. It's been very good. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for the gifted subs earlier, Scrivy. Thank you to the new followers. We had Anita and Volvo Trucker follow in today's stream on Twitch. We also had Aaron McLaughlin subscribe on YouTube, so thank you very much for that, Aaron. It's been a good stream. Been really great. I'm really enjoying not being on TikTok. It's so much more relaxed. I've been enjoying the streams so much more. And it's really great using Stream Elements as well. I've been really impressed with Steam Elements so far. Stream Elements, sorry. I was a bit apprehensive about moving over because I've used Streamlabs and Atom Multistream in the past, but Stream Elements is really good. It's really nice having everything in one place. On OBS right now, I can see all 3 chats merged into one. It's got built-in multi-chat in OBS. I've got an activity feed, again, in OBS. There's a window, there's a dock in OBS that shows me whenever someone follows or sends a gift or redeems a goal. It's really great, and I can just start the stream with the push of a single button. It's so much easier. I think it's gonna be a new era for the live streams. It's going to make the whole process a lot smoother. So I'm really enjoying it so far. Again, I've really been enjoying the streams away from TikTok as well. For those of you who didn't hear, I've been shadow banned on TikTok again, so I'm just going to go complete radio silence on TikTok for the rest of the month and see if that helps. So no more live streams, no more videos, nothing at all is going to be posted on TikTok for at least the next 2 weeks. But yeah, it's been a good stream, really enjoyed it. Thank you very much to the Twitch subscribers. Thank you very much to the Patreon subscribers. Thank you to not my Kick subscribers, because I don't have any of those yet. Subscribe on Kick. It's $4.99 a month. You get all the same benefits that you would on Twitch, but I get a bigger cut of the money, so, you know, help me out. Thank you, everyone, once again. You can complete Portal in 2 hours. That is true, Pappy Chuckle. A good player could complete Portal 2. A good player could complete Portal in under 2 hours. But God be damned if I'm a good player. We'll see. We'll see if we can finish it in tomorrow's stream. We'll, you know, who knows. Have a lovely evening. Stay hydrated. Thank you, Scrivy. Have a good one, everyone. Catch you again soon. Thank you, P. Thank you to everyone who's joined today. It's been a really great stream. Thank you for the new follows, for the gifted subs, everything. It's been a really good time. I'm going to go and get myself some dinner and think about what to do about this fan problem. Because all three, well, 2 of my case fans have gone now. 1 of them's on the blink. I need to replace all of my case fans before my PC melts. So that's going to be fun. At least they're cheap. They're only like a $5 each, so... You know, at least it's just the case fans. It's not like the CPU cooler or the fans on the GPU or anything like that. It's just the case fans. They're easy enough to replace. I'm going to get them sorted out, and then my PC will be nice and cool again. Catch you later, Mega Rocker. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow, same time, 5 PM till 9 PM BST. I'll be playing Subnautica 2 and Portal 1. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, everyone. Have a wonderful time. Let's have a quick look and see if we can do a raid on Twitch before we finish. Is anybody streaming right now? Can anyone recommend a channel for us to raid? I'll take a quick look, see if anyone I'm following is live. Denji's live. If there's no other recommendations, I can send you over to Denji, currently playing Trackmania. Sound good? Yay or nay? I'll take it as a yes. I'll send you over to Denji. Have a good time, everyone. Bye-bye. There we go. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, Twitch. And bye-bye, Kick.